Hi guys, so I'm definitely one of these people that don't actually care if you want to talk about periods or the nature of our noo-noos. It doesn't bother me. So I thought that I would make a kind of survival guide for girls that are on their periods and maybe even throw in the odd fact or two. I don't know, let's see where this goes. So the most common thing that people question is pads or tampons. Now, there is absolutely in no way any pressure on what people should feel like they should wear just because somebody else is wearing it. Your period is your cycle, and your cookie, noo-noo, for JJ, whatever you want to call it, is yours. So if you want to stick a plug up there, that is fine. If you want to lay something to sleep flat on your knickers, that is also fine. There is so much criticism and stigma to people wearing pads or tampons. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, is it your blood and your noonie that's like you're sorting out? No, fuck off, let her choose. Like, periods are not nice. You decide what you want to wear. It's completely up to you. But we shall weigh out the pros and cons nonetheless. So, tampons, they're small, they're quite thin. There is loads of different choices that you can choose, and it is mainly convenience. Like, you can do your regular day-to-day things without having to worry too much. You can kind of wear whatever pair of knickers you want, whether it's a G-string or Bridget Jones knickers. It don't matter, because it's just like, I like to call them mice. It's a little mouse up your noo-noo with a bit of string hanging out. It does make life easier, like, you know. I would say if you have a heavy period, then you might have to double up, because not all tampons are 100% perfect. So maybe wear a panty liner or a very thin pad with it. That would kind of miss the point of wearing a G-string. But there are new pads that you can do that. Not that I'd want to wear a G-string on my period, because that would just, I'm uncomfortable as it is. You don't need to be wearing G-strings on your period, but some people are different. So yeah, the main thing being convenience. Now, the negatives to like wearing tampons is you can actually do more damage than good up there. Now, our noo-noos are precious little flowers that don't always want a cotton rocket going up there. It's not comfortable. I mean, some people are totally fine with it and it doesn't matter to them at all. And some people have very sensitive vaginas, whatever you want to call them. So finding what's comfortable with them is the most important thing. Now, most tampons are white, cottony, sort of bleached fabrics. So the chances are it can irritate you inside, or sometimes when you're pulling out tampons, putting them in, little bits of fibres can actually get stuck to your walls, and then you can get like BV, thrush, cystitis, things like that. So you want to be really careful with how often you're actually using and changing your tamponage. As where pads, the most annoying thing is you have to change them more regularly. And let's be honest, when you go into a toilet, whether you're at school or college or in a public toilet, and you open them up, the entire freaking world knows you're on your period. It's so goddamn loud, it's unbelievable. So that is, I guess, a negative to that. But I personally prefer using pads now because of your cramps aren't as bad, and your period won't last as long. But I do miss the convenience sometimes of wearing a tampon. It's just so much easier. So yeah, your period can actually last longer if you wear a tampon compared to if you wear a pad. So that is kind of like a bonus, I guess, but the convenience isn't there because you have to change it more regularly. But again, like tampons, there's loads of different options up there for different flows and things like that. I used to find I had to double up when I was on my period when I was a bit younger, and now that I've had my surgery, things are a lot better. But yeah, so it's up to you completely. Cravings. Now, we all get cravings, like, oh, for God's sake. And the main thing that you'll get when you have cravings is either salt or sugar. Now, this is because your body is producing so many different hormones and sort of endorphins that your body is like needing more of something else. It might be, I need sugar in my diet to kind of keep things working properly, or it might be I need salt in my diet to keep things working properly. And that is completely normal. Like, trust me, some months I just want chocolate in my life, and other months it's salt all the way, and hula hoops are like my best friend forever. Excuse me. So yeah, like, some people say that having dark chocolate, if you're craving sugar, can actually be a bonus compared to if you just want milk chocolate. Now, don't get me wrong, I freaking love normal chocolate, but dark chocolate has a lot of magnesium in it, and that can actually help with cramps and things like that. And it's a bit healthier, but if you just want a bar of dairy milk, then totally go for it. Like, I ain't gonna judge you. Hot chocolates are also really good alternatives because of like, they're warm, they're nice, they're tasty, it's chocolate, it's sweet, and who doesn't want that in their life, let's be honest. Or you can like just buy a bag of pick and mix and just eat it for the rest of your life and be really unhealthy. Who cares? I love salt as well, like hula hoops, Pringles, whatever. When it comes to your period, like what your body wants, your body's having, let's be honest. So you are more than normal. Cramps. Now this is one that I can totally relate to. Before I had my surgery, I had like some adhesions in my abdomen that were pulling a lot on sort of uterus, ovaries, things like that, which were making my pains down there when I had my period like 20 times worse. So I have found with pains now that they are a lot better. But when you are like in pains, make sure like if you need to take like a paracetamol or some ibuprofen or any kind of pain relief, that you take it a couple of days before you're due on. So if you know, say that you're like due on in like a day, then take some paracetamol leading up to that day, so you've kind of got that barrier there ready, so then when you do come on, you're not in instant pain, and then you're taking it and then you have to wait longer in pain. It's just totally not worth it. So if you can, or if you're able to, take paracetamol and ibuprofen together, they're usually a really good combo. Or if you just want to take paracetamol, then take it like a day before you're due on, so then it's like already kicked into your body and it's really good. I know that a lot of people don't like taking tablets and things like that, so there are other alternatives, things like hot bubble baths. Like, I love the Radox Muscle Therapy for Men bubble bath. It just totally chills me out, it really relaxes my muscles, and it helps cramps immensely. Warm drinks, like you don't want to go near cold stuff, ice cream, cold drinks, ice drinks, totally stay away from that, because it makes your muscles like clench more and they're kind of straining more. So if you've kind of got a hot drink or something hot that's kind of going, oh okay, then it will sort of like contract a bit nicer, so a bit like, I'm stuck, whatever this is, I don't know. So yeah, warm things like hot water bottles or little hooties, or you know, anything like wheat bags, anything you can chuck in the microwave, or as I say, hot water bottles. If you're at school or college or work, do you know them little hand warmers that you sort of click and they work for like 2 hours? They're perfect to sort of sneakily like put on your tummy or on your back if you're at work or anything, and you need that like little bit of sort of, I guess it's kind of like a comfort when you're feeling period painy or anything like that. So they're really good, and people might just think if they're in your bag or your pocket that you're just using them if you've got cold hands. So that's a bonus. Now, sleeping is really difficult when you're on your period. Like, a lot of people think that, oh, it's just hormones, time of the month, whatever, I can't sleep, oh, it sucks to be me. And it's actually, when your body goes to sleep, it's naturally meant to cool down to a level where you can relax enough to fall asleep. When you're on your period, your temperature is a lot higher than you think. Like, you're a lot hotter. So before you go to bed, if you just turn the heating down a little bit or open the window for a little longer, just to get some cool air in, it will actually help your body to sort of trick it into thinking that you're colder, so you'll naturally fall asleep a bit better. So just turn the heating down a smidge or open the window for a bit. So I was like 100 degrees in this house, so I'm like dripping. So yeah, just cool down a bit before you fall asleep, and you'll probably fall asleep a lot easier because your body isn't like over time working too hot. So that is like a must have. Sleeping can, again, as I say, be difficult, especially if you're hot or you can't settle, especially if you've got pains as well. The best position that you can sleep in on whatever is your left side. Now, I don't know what theory that is, like the left side is the better side to sleep on. I'm not too sure. I kind of sleep sideways anyway, so to me it's kind of like I'm used to it now. But do not, if you can help it, don't sleep on your back and don't sleep on your front. Obviously, if you're sleeping on your front, you're putting a lot of pressure on your tummy. And if you're sleeping on the back, then, you know, you've got more sort of, not saying that you're fat, but you've got more weight, like, pushing down on you. So they do say, for some reason, that sleeping on your side's better. Who knows? Another thing that I think is really helpful is if you have got like a bit of heat going on and you can't sleep, if you sleep on your side and you sort of scrunch up your duvet with you, a lot of people see that as kind of like a motherly hug almost, and some people just fall asleep better like that. So maybe like grab a pillow or a teddy bear or whatever and have a good old cuddle. Drinking water is such an important thing. Now, I'm not going to bang on about it too much because people are sick about hearing it. To lose weight, drink water. To grow your hair, drink water. To be a better person, drink water. Just drink some water. Treat yourself, you know. It's the time of the month, you're feeling crap, you're feeling dodgy. Like, some people are fine and don't have problems at all. But other people, like myself, time of the month, you feel like a piece of crap. And you just want to pamper yourself a bit, you know. Treat yourself. Like I say, eat chocolate, eat salt. Like, not actual, like, salt, like, you know, but, like, salty things if that's what you want. But yeah, just treat yourself. Maybe have a nice bath, put a hair mask on, or, you know, do some tanning or whatever, you know, paint your nails nice, do whatever is kind of like gonna make you happy and relax, and just kind of, you know, brighten everything up a little bit. Whether it's you change your room around, or whether you sort of organise things, or I don't know, like put your favourite lipstick on, or wear your pair of your favourite shoes, or go shopping, like, you know, whatever makes you happy. That is usually any way to make you feel better. Now, I should probably mention some sort of fitness into this, because all I've said is literally look after yourself and eat loads of fucking food. So sometimes exercise can help. Now, I know you ain't feeling exercise at the time of the month because you might be hurting or feeling ill or whatever and tired. Lethargy, if that's even a word, I think it is very common when you're due on or on. I mean, heck, bitches, we can bleed for 7 days and not die, and that is goddamn impressive. So, you know, if you want to sleep, just chill. But as for the fitness side, go back on topic, Amber. Sometimes going for a nice walk, or just, you know, having some stretches or anything like that can actually help relieve tension and pains and things like that. So if you are feeling a bit of, you know, give it a go. If it helps, perfect. If not, don't worry about it. I ain't gonna judge you. Do not wax when you are on your period. Your skin is 45% more sensitive when you are on your period. So avoid waxing at all costs. You can actually irritate your skin a lot more, and you can like be blistered and hurt more. So if you're waxing when you're on your period, totally don't do it. That's just not fun for anyone. Back rubs, they are the best. Like, a lot of our period pains actually come from our lower back / kidney area, if you know what I mean. So having a nice lower back rub, or if you can get like your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or just a family member that doesn't mind to give you a nice back rub, that can really help relax you. And trust me, it feels really good. Doing things to take your mind off it might seem like an obvious thing, but not a lot of people realise it. I mean, heck, I sometimes think, really, like, I just can't do it anymore. I don't want to live. Like, it sucks. But taking your mind off it for a little bit of time can actually make it a lot better and just make the time pass quicker. Like, maybe if you're reading a book, or you're watching YouTube videos, or you're making YouTube videos, or like you're stroking a cat. Like, let's be honest, we all like stroking animals because animals are cool. Well, that's my opinion anyway. So just try to get your mind off it somehow. And my lighting has gone weird. Like, it is so dark out there, it's unreal. Don't be afraid to talk to anybody about a period or your periods or anything like that. It is the most naturalist thing that us women can go through, other than childbirth, let's be honest. Like, we can't help it. It's like, it's there. Like, it's something we have to go through every month. So whatever you find is the most comfortablest way or method, or whether it's tampons or pads, or whether you're using a hot bath with Radox, or you're using, I don't know, another brand of bubble bath right now, a Lush bath bomb, or anything like that. Like, whatever works best with you works best for you. These are just some random things that I've said that, well, they're not random, they're true, but like, you know, it's just an opinion. Like, what works to me may not work for you. And if there is anything you're concerned about, talk to a doctor. Like, if you're in like loads of pain and you think it's maybe an abnormal amount of pain, then do talk to a doctor, because of, as I say, that I have been going through some health issues myself. And when I started struggling with a lot of abdominal pain, the first thing that, well, not the first thing that came up, but a thing that I realised that there's a thing called endometriosis. Now, I didn't know what that was, and I will make a whole nother video on it if that's what you guys potentially want. But a lot of women don't know that they could have it, and that's a lot of the reason why their periods are more painful, or things don't feel right. So if at any time or any age you're going through some sort of period that you think it's maybe not the same, or, you know, you're a bit more worried about it, or 1 month it's really bad and it's just abnormal, please, please, please go talk to somebody, because you do not have to suffer in silence. Nope. So I'm going to leave this video on that note. Charming, I know. I will see you guys soon. I had no motivation to make a video today. I've been trying for hours. It's just not been happening. So I hope this is sort of somewhat substantial. And as always, I love you guys millions. Take care. I will leave my Instagram and my Facebook down below so you can come follow me on that. And don't forget, my giveaway is only open for about another 5 days. So if you do want to enter that, I shall also leave that down below for you guys. As always, I love you. Take care. Thank you for all of your support and kind words always.